It's like upside down.
The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Wait, so should I start?
Perfect. Is Sam still here? Oh. No, no, for the little one. I'm all over the place here. Okay. Alright, so lay down. Leave your pillow. There you go. Get this, you gotta turn it off so it doesn't go behind it. Alright. now look how he looks. He's all swollen up. Yeah, I'll give you that. Because he's Frank. Because Frank is crazy. Frank Gallagher.
Part of the mythical character Trevor was transforming himself
Frank Gallagher's a good one.
required him to be seen as being completely alive. He was mostly
Dude, I got the perfect.
sometimes unable to remain
Son of a bitch.
honest.
Where's my shoe? What do you
Princess
reckon?
Amy Huguenot accompanied him for parts of his last 2
You're
summers.
gonna help the
A
stream.
fact which was out of step with his
What was your?
civilization as the lone guardian of the Grizzlies.
It's July
Two
26th, and I've been dropping off all around again.
I didn't really need a password
four,
because
four,
Lisa just
three,
arrived
three,
at
four,
school.
three.
It takes off, and it doesn't quite say guilty, but it's how long you are. So the next 2 months of your life will be like this wild rose at the very top of the college road. That's the day. It's July 26th. I hope you survive. Because you have an inherent secret world of dread. And then come September when people want to come to harm these animals,
Finally knocked
you
someone
reach
out.
out your safe.
I'm gonna be a grandfather. Finally, someone
So
to
weird.
carry on my
Since
name.
then, how alone you are.
Yeah. So listen,
Amy
I
Huguenot
never
remains the great unknown of this film.
you know.
A family decided to
now-
procure
It says live, but for some reason you don't show up. Can you check on that?
I'm not your life.
Of his
The
life,
life
she
of
appears
your son.
exactly
I'm
10
not streaming on
times.
the other.
Here
Hey,
is
if
embodied
it's
in
not a
the
boy,
idea
you
of her
flush
death.
that shit out and try
See her
again.
face.
You made me.
Here is obscured by her eyes and her hands.
I'm gonna be a grandfather.
The second shot that we have doesn't show her face either.
Exactly. You're gonna have to
Remains
put
a
that.
mystery. Only through Trevor
Oh, there it
discoveries
is.
do we know that she was frightened of death.
Dude, don't have to find those views, dude.
The only other hint we have of her presence is this shot here. It is handheld, and we can only deduct it must have been Amy operating the camera.
What the fuck? It says live in there.
Timothy Criswell and Amy Huguenot's reunion.
Oh, it's private? What the hell, dude? Alright, what about now?
One foot intimacy.
What about now?
Because first of all, who are you? Who are you here?
Yeah, that's me.
And if these fantasy and aliens must have a body part, he's the visual embodiment. Yeah, the detached human being before my eyes makes my heart feel something. Well, not the most acrobatic. Feeling unconditional
I told you. It's a look at him, look at him. He looks like a monster.
And the test was on a camera so that the
2, 4, 6, 8.
could not be recorded. And that the tape was running so that they could hear the sounds of Amy screaming and the sounds of Timothy moaning. Tells me that this event occurred very, very quickly. Suddenly, clearly things were kind of screaming. They motivated Amy to try to find a cigarette and I hit Timothy on top of his bared head with a frying pan. And Timothy is saying, run away, let go, run away, run away, run away.
Damn, your iPad's on 96
A
though.
great deal of a great deal of conviction and consideration is all in the past is what she began supposed to bear this Timothy did. She was the most cautious. However, I now
Jack today, you sleep. He didn't sleep in the show.
They're really doing really good though.
Ew, I can't believe it.
I'm confused. Why is it so serious? They're actually doing good.
Huh?
They're like, this is like a big dance. Are you jesting?
No, it's so weird. Usually it's like just a funny show.
Yeah. No, they put on like a really nice performance. But it's like serious.
Well, here I am at the scene of the fight. It looks as if tractors tore the land up, ripped and
When you
ripped
watch
and
a dance like
crushed
that
it.
and it's like
There's
magical,
fire
right?
everywhere. Cavalry
I could do
guns
this on the
spraying
photo shoot
waste.
I was
The
doing
fight so
Monday
violent,
or Tuesday, and I
so
had to be like
sudden that Sergeant Brown,
just like flowy.
Sergeant Brown, bro.
during his fight, extremely emotional, extremely powerful, and yet both bears back in pursuit of Saturn, including Mickey, who appears to have been the most hurt bear in the fight, persuading Sergeant Brown and Mickey for the right to court.
Right?
Saturn
Because he's like,
hungers essentially.
he could be a UFC
Amazing.
fucking.
Oh, Mickey, I love you. And Mickey's now the closest bear to Saturn, back in like a horse in a race that does not give up. We love that bear, Mickey. We love him. We love him. But Mickey, I've been down that street.
This dude deserved to get mauled.
You don't always get the chick you want. Let me tell you, it doesn't always have to work out. Hey, definitely hard.
We're watching a documentary about that guy that was so stupid. He like lived with bears,
I want to live with bears.
thinking he wasn't gonna get mauled by them,
Oh, shit.
and he fucking got mauled.
Yep.
And he dragged this poor little man, like
Oh, I think I've seen that.
this grizzly man.
Waterfowl?
His cat fucking looked over dead. He was really.
Yeah, I've seen that. But the guy who fucking girlfriend killed? So,
I don't know if I'm good, but hey, we're gonna
I
go.
died with my
We're gonna go
stupid-ass
hang out with
boyfriend.
some
I
bears
just
tonight.
had to be so pissed.
But
Honestly, if I
you're gonna hang out with the bears, and I'm gonna stay at home.
I hang out with bears. I don't care. I'll make sure I like the guys. So cool. Like, they are bad. Yeah. 27.
What was Domino's? It shouldn't take you to like 30 seconds. No, 1.8. Couple grand off.
I'm cool. I'm respectful. Things are bad for me with these human women.
I lost the fucking kettle again. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
All over the place today. Too much going on today. Wasn't it a crazy day?
Crabwell speaks often of the human world as something foreign. He made a clear distinction between the bears and the people's world, which moved further and further into the distance. Wild, primordial nature was where he felt truly at home.
Okay, I'm not sad. Yeah. You know what's so funny? I was like surprised to see that I was like gay and I'm like, do I look straight? No. I don't
This
look
gigantic complexity of tumbling ice and abysses separated Britain from the world. More so, it seems to me that this landscape in turmoil is a metaphor of his soul. Drove Timothy into the wild. Visited his parents in Florida. Four siblings in Long Island in a solid middle-class family where the father worked as the foreman of a construction team for a telephone.
The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion
The
advised.
safety of his protected environment.
Unless you want to look like yours.
I was moved to find that among all memorabilia in the house, his mom was clutching Timothy's favorite bear.
Done? Yay!
Husband? I'm sorry, I didn't realize that you were married.
Didn't realize I had to tell you that.
Yeah.
Hi. What do you guys must be back?
Yeah, that's me. You're the husband. I see. This is Dennis. So he's also going to stay.
You know what? Maybe we should just get another room.
Well, you guys crash in there, and Dennis will stay with you.
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not gonna.
It's just like, but you said that you were full trip.
Yeah, but I was, things change.
See, like he was broke ass, receding hairline, boogie board motherfucker.
Survived it. I don't know. He was a tough guy. But I guess it was an epiphany.
Here we go.
After that, he was looking for a different
My
persona.
controversial Grizzly Man views on the internet.
I guess that's when he came up with.
Oh, you got it.
From
Did I get it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
delightful accent. I never
I just heard myself talking shit about Grizzly Man.
Need to invent a new persona for himself. Let him
That's easy.
deliver
OBS is so easy.
applications. He claimed to be an orphan from Australia and even checked
One
out
YouTube video.
details of a small
Half
town
paying
in the
attention.
Australian outback in order to sound convincing. His accent, though, remained suspicious.
Oh, he's in California there?
Kennedy-esque.
What?
In Australia.
No, he's like always wearing these scarves, but like there's a thing called like the hanky code, and that's why I'm like, is that what he's doing?
Wait, the what code?
The hanky code? You never heard of hanky code?
Oh, what's the hanky code?
So they also do it in a lot of old people's homes. You know, like the colored floofs that you use in the shower, like the
Yeah, the
things?
loofahs.
So they'll hang those in like a predominantly visual area, and each color indicates what they're into.
He was troubled. I mean,
Gotcha. I didn't know that. I always knew the pineapple thing.
Went to a doctor and
Pineapple.
they wanted
If
to put him
you
on some kind of
go to a grocery
antidepressant or
store,
something to
right,
keep
and you
his
walk
mood because his
around,
mood was so up
it's
and
for
down.
swingers. So if you go to a grocery store and you walk around, you put a pineapple in your cart upside down and just walk around, and everybody that lets people know that like you're into.
We buy pineapple for some reason.
Yeah.
I love pineapple's like my favorite fruit, but it's always right side
Yeah,
up.
you put that shit right side up.
Definitely had a dark side. I mean, he was mixed up in
So he's
drugs,
wearing
which
red
mixed
and
up
navy.
with bad people and
There's all
you know,
kinds
people
of-
with
oh,
guns
Lord.
and Timothy always had a sense of justice that was his own. So
Apparently,
got into a lot.
if you wear a
lot of
red
trouble.
bandana or like
And I think
hanky
that,
with like red with a black stripe, it means
how dangerous
that you might
I
be a
mean,
bear or like a bear.
Yep.
The irony.
He couldn't have ever killed anybody, but he always kept it in check. One thing that we did every once in a while, which just seems so bizarre by now, but it's we would go when we lived in the valley to the Van Nuys courthouse, and we would watch when criminals were being sentenced. We would watch people getting their sentence, and I think we did it. I did it just for shock value, because it's something I've never done. But he did it, I think, to remind him of if he went to that dark place, what his life would be.
Yeah, right.
I'm in love with my animal friends. I'm in love with my animal friends. I love with my animal friends. I'm very, very troubled. It's very emotional. It's probably not cool even looking like this. I'm so in love with them, and they're so effed over. It so sucks.
What?
It's like the Leave Britney Alone guy, but with
Yeah, what
animals.
was it? Chris Crocker? I think that's what it was.
Did she go? Jesus Christ.
What?
I think she went to where he died.
She who?
Isn't this
The woman on the
so
screen.
sad?
Oh,
That's him, isn't it?
that's him.
This is
Is it?
Yeah,
Him.
that's
Megan
him.
Fox is crying.
who expired as it was working at doing the pollen thing on this Alaskan fireweed. And it
Is he
just-
crying
just
over a bumblebee?
Yeah.
touched
He's
me.
like, I just want them so much.
When it was doing its duty, it was
Probably,
flying around,
probably did weird things with that Fox's corpse.
working as busy as a bee, and it died right there. It's beautiful, it's sad, it's tragic.
It's a bumblebee. Like,
Well, the
I'm
bee
100%
moved.
on board for saving the bees, but like, I don't know that I'm gonna tear up over a single bumblebee dying.
No, dude, nature is metal, man. But nature does not give a fuck.
They don't care.
This man is just imposing human morality
Onto nature. And nature's not having it.
It just came out of the cup. I can feel it.
What the fuck?
This man got real close to some poop.
Feel the poop. It's water. It just came from her butt.
Oh my fucking god.
It was just inside of her. My girl.
Bro.
What's wrong with this dude?
It's poop. I know it may seem weird that I touched her poop, but it was inside of her. It's her life. It's her. And she's so
You guys
precious.
should
She gave me
watch this documentary. I need commentary.
Everything about them is perfect.
If they're streaming, they can probably at least hear it.
Perfection belonged to the bears. But once in a while,
told them,
Trevor
like,
came
you need
face
to-
to
y'all need
face
to
with
tune
the
into
harsh
this.
reality of wild nature. This did not fit into
Come
his
to the Tattoo Sacred
sentimentalized
commentary.
view that everything out there was good and the universe in balance and in harmony. Male bears sometimes kill cubs to stop the females from lactating and thus have them ready again for fornication.
Yeah, man. Nature is metal.
Oh, God. I love you. And I love you, and I don't understand. It's a painful world.
Here I differ with Frederick.
Robert.
He seemed to ignore the
Rob.
fact
That's
that in
actual
nature
Rob.
there are
Like,
predators.
Who's Robert
I
Hughes?
believe the
Because
common
we call him Rob.
denominator
I'm
of the
like,
universe
who's a
is not
stranger in
harmony,
here?
but chaos, hostility, and murder.
He wandered too far from the den,
This is real.
and the wolves last night that I heard howling, screeching in glee and excitement. It was over the termination of one of the babies. It's Expedition 2001 has taken a sad turn, but it is a real turn. And I mourn the death of this gorgeous baby fox. Goodbye, little fox. Out of his eye. Frickin' fly. Don't do it when I'm around. Just respect.
What the fly eat,
Most
bro?
disturbing for him was to
You were
find the
upset
skull
about a
of the young
bumblebee
bear.
dying, but a fly,
The
you know.
summer of 2000 came an extended drought. The creek was so low that for weeks there was no salmon run, and starving
Oh, no.
bears simply ate their own.
It has been only 5, not even 6 days since the baby died. And this is all that's left of the left. That's it. There's nothing else left. They've eaten everything.
Yeah, bro, that's nature.
It's so sad. So cute. 5 days. All that's left is a skull.
This called for desperate measures.
There are fish lining up about to try to make a run, and now they have a good reason for going, because I have built them a corridor. Let's have a look at it. What I have done is have a look. I've constructed a runway for them, a navigational trail.
When interference with nature was not enough, he had to invoke higher powers. Oh, live TV, live on tape. Okay, so here's the deal. It's September 20th. It's the year 2000. It's Expedition 2000. There has not been a substantial rainfall for almost 2 months. The fish have not run since about August 2nd, August 3rd. We are now getting our first rain, but it has just slowed down. We need at least 2 inches, I think even 3 inches for rain. In the last 2 hours, we're up a little over 0.20 inches of rain. That is not enough. We're going to need more rain. We need more rain! Jody is hungry! Tabitha is hungry! Melissa is eating her babies!
Get it, Melissa.
We've got to have some rain. Now, I'm not a religious guy, no. But I'm telling you, I'm just pissed because
It just doesn't seem right. It just doesn't seem right. I know it's just weather and crap like that, and it's, I don't know what the variables are. But we've got to have some goddamn rain. So if there's a God, God in HD! Dump on us. Hurt us! Come on! Crappy little shower right there. What kind of crappy little... Come on! I want rain. I want, if there's a God, to kick some ass down here. Let's have some water! Jesus boy! Let's have some
Jesus
water!
boy.
Christ man, or Allah, or Hindu floating thing. Let's have some fucking water for these animals!
Next time I see a priest, I'm just gonna be like, oh, you're into that Jesus boy?
It is now September 21st, Thursday of the year 2000, Expedition 2000. I am the Lord's humble servant. I am Allah's disciple. I am the floaty things go-for boy. There has been a miracle here. There's been an absolute miracle. It has rained. 1.65 inches of rain today. We have over 2 inches now in the storm, and it is not stopping. It may hit 3 inches of rain. It went from a trickle to a flood, and it's amazing. And we have a really, really great chance of a run of freshwater animals. And what is even more miraculous, according to my radio, it is not raining much around anywhere else but around here. Well, it's now after 2 o'clock on October 1st, and the tent has caved in due to the storm. I'm still here.
Our cat came out clean.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, dude. I think she's gonna be busy.
That's the goal, right?
Yeah.
And you really can't do much about it because once they get like that, they just kind of bump in and it's screwy and all that.
Well, I'm gonna help her.
I'll just give you a heads up. Ignore the comments on the live stream. That's our friends being goblins.
Oh, there is comments?
Yeah.
What are they saying?
Goblin shit.
A bunch of shit?
I want to hear it.
They're bullying? They're bullying people? Let me see.
They're just talking shit to
Oh
them.
shit! That's awesome, dude. The more the merrier, man.
So, yeah.
Give you $1,000 if you tattoo that Puma symbol on his ankle. Permanently.
Hell yeah, I will.
We have about 35,000 brown grizzly bears here in Alaska. And what we can tell, it's a very healthy population. It's a stable population. Of course, you have to be careful with their unique needs, especially grizzly bear. They need large areas for the most part. They have low reproductive rates.
Dude, I don't know where you are. You're not in the stream. I mean, Grizzly Man.
Their hunting is an example. Is a very important aspect of the economy. $4.5 million a year is spent on bear hunts. Here in Kodiak Island, we have about 3,000 bears. Each year we harvest about 160 of those. Through our research, we found that you can harvest about 6% of the population annually and still have a healthy group of bears. Poaching. Poaching is not as big a concern around here as it has been in Russia, for instance, and some other locations. There is some poaching that occurs for gall
well
bladders,
protected.
and some bears that are just killed wantonly because people don't like them or because they're afraid of them.
Fucking hate
For
those
the most
bears.
part, here in
A
Kodiak,
bear raped my mother.
It's been a very rare occurrence in the last 20 years.
Despite the statistics, Treadwell became increasingly paranoid about his enemy, the poacher.
And it's gotten to be
What's on his face?
Bear shit.
Oh, it's Wendy's poop.
Oh no! Winnie the Pooh's shit.
You missed it, man. There was a scene where he was like, there's a pile of bear shit, and he's like, oh, it's her poop. And he was was like touching it, and he was like,
Just like squeezing it a little bit.
he was like into it.
Dude, he's a furry.
Yeah, right.
He's a legit furry. The OG furry.
Exactly. Oh, it's still warm. I'm like, why? Why?
He was saying that?
Yes.
It came from her butt. It came from her butt.
One time, I saw this guy, like, I've never touched shit with my bare hands in my fucking life.
No?
I was using a plastic bag. And I saw this guy just grab it. I'm like, what are you doing? Just grab a leaf. There's so many leaves.
Right? Anything.
Don't touch fucking dog doo-doo.
That's
exactly how you get, like...
That's a power move, okay? Imagine just dude staring at you straight in the eyes. Just grabs that shit with his bare hands, puts it in his pocket, and then just walks away. Like, you ain't fucking with that guy.
No.
No.
Also not touching anything that guy touched.
Exactly.
No, for real.
Because now he's got poison damage on his hands, so you ain't gonna fucking fight him.
Good luck telling that dude to heal his tattoo, right? Jesus Christ.
It's hard to say.
Swim in fucking public pool right after.
Here to upset me.
Oh, it's fine. It's not corny.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
See you in summer of 2001.
I let my dog lick.
I tried so fucking hard to find that dude that was at that campground last night. Did I tell you about that? Like when I was, yeah, and there was like a dude there. He had a trailer, and he was it was something like the nature artist or the outdoor artist or something like that. But he had a little tattoo studio out of his like tow around trailer, and he was doing tattoos on people in this dirty ass campground, like dirt parking lot. Like, I was like, if I had a client, if I tattooed a big ass tattoo on somebody, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I'm going camping tomorrow," I'd be like, "No, you fucking ain't."
Right?
I spent so much time on this tattoo, and you're gonna fucking...
Yeah.
Don't let it get infected and nasty.
Painted into their eyes.
So annoying.
Like
What's
looking
the worst thing that you've heard someone has done to their fresh tattoo?
A dog lick. They let their dog lick it.
Oh.
Because they think that the saliva's... Because the dog cleans itself.
It's a warning.
There's healing properties in the saliva.
The thing is, it's a
The dog also just probably like licked its ass like
Totally
10
did.
minutes ago.
I've
literally.
I've literally looked out
30 seconds.
my back window, and I've seen my dog just eating her own shit. And just loving every second of it. I ain't letting her lick my tattoo.
Right?
Oh no, but the particles of shit disintegrate in her mouth. Shut the fuck up.
That fucking happened to Randy. A dude, he tattooed this dude's leg. The dude let his dog lick it, and like he had to have like chunks of his leg removed from the fucking infection he got. It was brutal.
I would not be able to study these bears. I would not be able to really protect
Bro,
them.
a cat hair
Out of the bag to get a mile
can
out.
get on an infected tattoo.
Yeah.
A single cat hair.
It don't take much.
Because bacteria is super tiny.
In order to get around the rule of not camping permanently in one spot, he would
You turn your leg a little this way.
Think about all the shit cats like.
Like
they're in the litter box all the time.
Licking themselves.
Digging this shit.
My aunt, God bless her, she has like 100 cats, and she does like cat shows, and like her cats like take prizes at these cat shows and shit. But
like the Simpson lady.
Yeah, but she makes me cookies and shit all the time, and like every cookie, if you like look at it, there's just cat hairs in the cookies, and I'm just like, oh.
It's like you grab the cookie and you wait for her to leave, and you're like, put it on the ground and go, thank you.
You're like, I'm toss it over here.
I could not, like, that's why I'm very, like, certain people's like, I love you dearly, but I cannot eat from your house because that Mm-mm.
Yeah, some people just let their cats just like get on the countertops and shit, and with their poop feet.
Exactly.
If I hear a person's gross, I will never eat their cooking. That's happened. They offered me food, but I'm good. Oh, but I baked these came here.
No, I'm not hungry.
I'm good. Thank you.
I just ate.
Exactly.
Dude, I've seen people.
You've been here for 6 hours. I just ate.
I just ate.
How dare they? How dare they?
I've seen people who work at fucking margaritas in the bathroom in there
Dare they?
not wash their hands when they leave.
Come here.
And I'm just like,
Neutral.
No, I went to this one girl's house, and like it was me, another one of my friends. We all went to her house. Her mom made like a spread, and it was like roasted chicken and mashed potatoes and like the whole nine. And then like towards the end, my friend was like, "Oh yeah, like I found out like her mom doesn't wash her hands." I was going to die. Like this woman just last piece. And she doesn't wash her fucking hands. I'm like, if I get sick, I'm suing.
Timothy Concord. Fuck you, Park Service.
That's the government that he was.
the Park Service. Arguably the best branch of the government. The only decent branch of the government.
Right?
Have you ever met a park ranger? They're delightful.
The people's world and civilization.
I've met 2 kinds. I've met ones that are way too high on their own supply. And I've met like some really, really cool ones.
Mm.
Think about their job. They're like nature, chilling.
Well, most people do it because they like just being out there.
Artistic. The actor in his film has taken over from the filmmaker. I have seen this madness before.
He just got called out for being a weirdo.
Treadwell is
For
not
his
an
own
actor in
good.
opposition to a director or a
He's
producer.
freaking out, right?
He's fighting
Yeah, he's like
civilization
all over the place.
Well, the Park Service was like, hey, you're not allowed to camp here during this time of year. Because, like, not because they're, like, trying to fuck with his shit, but because they're like, the bears will kill you if you stay there this long.
Let's do a couple of nice cakes now. Oh man, did I get angry? Fuck them, right? They do not watch these animals. They don't care about these animals. All they don't do is they screw people like me around. It's amazing. Let the fishermen fucking shoot the animals. Let fucking poachers come in here and
Let the fishermen shoot the fucking animals.
with their fucking cameras and shit and the tourists. And we're gonna go school
Those fishermen and all their guns.
Yeah. Let's do that. That's what we're gonna do. Well, fuck them. Fuck them. I beat you. I beat you, motherfuckers. I beat you. Beat you. Fuck you. Beat you. I beat you. I'm the champion. I'm the fucking champion. I beat you. I beat your fucking asses. Fucking losers. Fucking nobody.
This pirate bandana.
He's laughing. Well, Expedition 2001 coming to an end. The bears safely moving into their winter dens. The foxes hiding in the woods. I came here, I studied them, protected them, and I promise you, the grizzly people, I will be back. I will be back.
You protect Melissa's kids from getting eaten.
And for inspiring.
There's nobody there. Like, exactly. I'm like, what do you fight? This man is like in a boxing match with himself. Yeah. It's like, come on, son.
This is my cowboy. Always in black, always sunglasses, and always a bandana.
Because he was balding.
I miss you terribly.
Who's that? Is that the
He's very dear to my heart.
girlfriend?
One of them.
Very dear to my heart.
Maybe.
Close friend.
My heart hurts every day.
Close friend.
It was funny, they were mentioning that there were some other girls, but they're like, they didn't want to be identified in this.
I've known him
To be
13
fair, I
years.
don't blame them.
And he just
You slept with the weird bear guy?
He's a distant
Fine with
friend
the guy?
in the winter and a close
I
friend
would
in the
not
summer.
want to be in that documentary.
Nah.
Even the people who are in this documentary who liked him have been talking so much shit about him.
They're like, oh, he did this so that way that people couldn't see his receding hairline and all this shit. And it's just like, damn. Leave the man alone. Let the man live.
No.
He's out there where his heart is.
I mean, well, shit, let him ride. Let him do what he's doing.
Kathleen Parker still holds some of Timothy Treadwell's ashes. She insists that she was a platonic friend only. She stored his gear in her basement during the winters. He would set out into the wilderness from her house.
When he would leave,
She looks like a grade school art
He would
teacher.
say at my back door, he
Yeah.
says, I love you. He says, this is going to be the best year of my life out there. And he says, if I don't come back, it's what I want. This is the way I want to go.
Sure. He's like, I'm going to get that grussy if I don't come back.
It's amazing what the human brain can like make itself believe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She gonna sprinkle his ashes?
Like what's sad is that this man really didn't have any true friends. He was like, you're not fucking going there. I'm gonna fucking punch you in the face.
Exactly.
His ashes,
Somebody has to have
At
like
the
some
very least,
sort of
if you're going there, bring a gun.
their hair, fur.
we can't
Well, he
kill
loved
the
the
bear.
bear so much he didn't think.
Like, I understand that, but there comes a time when a bear is actively trying to gnaw your arm off that love for the bear no longer matters.
Right. Well, that's like we were saying. That's fucking nature.
We are at a campsite
Somebody coming at
where
that bear. That bear.
last camp,
If you came at that bear,
not where he was killed.
doesn't matter if that bear knew him for 10 years. That bear's gonna fuck him up. And it needs to be vice versa.
Animals are not civilized, dude. Like, I don't know where you got that idea that they don't have any rules. Fucking, there's
Right.
no government.
It's
There's no fucking.
it's a beautiful thing and it needs to be protected, but like our morals don't apply to it. Human morals don't apply to nature.
I'm so glad they made this documentary for dumb people
And rest
to leave animals alone.
Literally.
Rest peacefully. Finally figured a way out to live here forever.
Ooh.
Damn.
Dude. He just fucked around. The more you fuck around, the more you find
This
out.
is Timothy Treadwell's and Amy Huguenard's route to the site of their death. There was a certain absurdity in their end. As usual, the expedition was over by the end of September, and both had returned to Kodiak
I
on their way back to
I
California.
was running for my life.
Treadwell
Like, yep,
writes
I
in
am
his
suddenly
diary
not
I
that
am
he
not gonna stand there.
communication with an obese airline agent over the validity
Fuck
of
that.
Fuck
his
that
ticket.
shit.
Right? I'm out. I'm not dealing with this bear.
If I drop my phone running, that phone is staying in the woods, I don't give a shit, dude.
It's dead to me.
I'm gonna look like Usain Bolt.
Right?
I'm
out.
out.
Audi 5000.
She was afraid of the bears.
Fuck that.
I won't even climb a tree because I know those fuckers climb trees.
Exactly.
I will just run for my
According to one of the last entries
Dodge.
in Hitler's diary,
run.
Amy called him hell-bent on destruction. And yet he
You don't
was
know
not
if like the cub is
believed
nearby,
with his
That's true.
remains.
because the mama bear will fuck you up. Just looking at it.
Yep.
As soon as she sees the cub there, he's dead. He's like, they run like 30 miles an hour too.
Oh yeah, you ain't outrunning them.
But at least they'll fucking die trying.
Right? If I see a bear, it's like I gotta vacate the area. Whatever, if I drop whatever, it's on the ground, it's dead to me.
If I like just eat it earlier, I'm like fucking out of here.
Right? Like,
It's like they say, bro. You don't gotta outrun the bear, you just gotta outrun the person next to you. You know? Yeah.
Honestly, camping in grizzly country is dangerous. People who camp in grizzly country should camp out in the open to let the bears know where the tent is.
No.
Camp is unseen. It is the most dangerous camping, the most dangerous living in the history of the world by any human being. I have lived longer with wild brown grizzly bears without weapons, without weapons in modern history than any human on
You
earth.
say you got no weapons, but those fucking hands.
Remain safe.
Those warrior samurai hands.
right? Those
Oh.
slapjacks that he's got.
And he's wearing a sleeveless shirt.
Of great bodily harm or even death.
He's like a guy that just started riding a motorcycle 6 months ago.
Yeah, his midlife crisis.
And it's without a helmet, standing up on one leg trying to do a stunt.
He's the fucking
He's like
wild
that.
hogs.
There is no other place in the world that is more dangerous, more exciting than the Grizzly Maze. Come here and camp here. Come here and try
I
to
would
do
like
what
to
you
see
will
him
die.
try and do this
You
with
will die
like
here.
hippos.
Fucking die.
Yeah.
Bro,
Fuck that.
Like he would have gotten like 10 days in.
Yeah.
I would be amazed if he got 10 days in.
I don't know.
I would love to try and watch him try to fuck a hippo.
That's wonderful. I'm just different, and I
And
love
that's the
these
challenge.
bears enough
He will
to
accept
do
it.
it right. And
Remember that
edgy
SeaWorld
enough,
thing happened with the
and I'm
orcas?
tough enough.
Yeah.
But
Did you ever
most
watch?
That's a
I love
killing
these
machine,
bears
dude.
enough
You see that thing in
to
the
survive
wild,
and do
it
it right.
plays with its
Fucking
food.
Oh yeah, dude.
It plays with its food.
They're
These
the-
motherfuckers are swimming with the motherfucker.
They're the-
Like in the tank, are you crazy?
They're literally the
These things scooped
sociopaths
up
of
in
the
jail.
sea.
It will kill you.
And you are like making it do stunts. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, she's
Very
dying.
late
Like,
in the
of course,
process of editing this
Of course
film,
that was gonna
we were
happen.
given access to Trevor's last video
you can't
tape.
just rewire the thing's
Here he
brain.
may have
I'm
found
amazed
his
SeaWorld
mother.
stayed in business. Honestly.
Aren't orcas like way older than the human race?
Killer bear
Like, they
who
probably
was a
longer than
man
us,
whom
probably.
years earlier
Shit.
the Park Service had anesthetized.
It's all that
They
stupid Free
extracted
Willy
the
shit.
tooth, which established him as
It's like
the
all these
victim
movies
That
I was like,
brainwashes
time of
people.
the attack.
they're like,
These animals are kind.
no, they'll come with like, like some people need to watch like a Nat Geo documentary and watch one of those things fuck up a seal. And be like, that could be you, but you're out here playing pancakes.
And they're wearing the black thing. Like,
Yeah,
they
the
look like a seal sometimes.
Yep.
It's like, what? Are you
And
stupid?
here,
Yes.
this
The answer is
working
yes.
bear
Oh my
141
Can't believe that's even a job.
What's a job?
Entertaining people with like
what looks
maybe
playful could be
the thing with
desperation.
lips, orcas,
So
and
late in the season,
dolphins. I get
bears
it.
diving
Yeah,
deep
dolphins and the
Dolphins
seals.
are the only cool.
Dolphins rape.
of the
Dolphins, yeah.
Dolphins do rape.
What?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Also, if
Bro, it's animal. There's no rules.
And dolphins are like way smarter than any creature ever known. You don't want to fuck around with smart creatures.
I mean, there was a
Treadwell
picture
keeps
of a
filming the bear
dolphin
with a strange
that, or a video
persistence.
of a dolphin that caught a fish, bit its head off, and then raped
And
the
all
whole.
of a sudden this.
I'm not kidding. Nature does not give
Amy
a fuck.
trying to get out of the shot.
And this was at like an aquarium.
Treadwell waited till his last
This is just
breath
kids
to
in the
just
butt looking at the glass. Just
Dude, what? I hear they have like sophisticated
And
sonar.
what haunts
Like
me
in
is
their
that
brain.
in all the faces of all the bears that
Like what?
Treadwell ever
This thing
filmed,
has sonar.
I discover no kinship.
yeah, I don't remember that
no
part of Echo the
understanding,
Dolphin
no
back
mercy.
in the day.
I see
ever play
only
that?
the overwhelming
Oh, Echo the Dolphin?
Echo the
Yeah.
Dolphin. Yeah, that weird part of Echo the Dolphin where you
There's
rape
no
the
such
fish.
thing as a secret world of the
Yeah.
bears.
Creative
And
choice.
this
Bold
Don't make
choice.
games like that.
story
Yeah.
of a half-born
Don't make 'em like they
interest
used
in
to.
food. But for Timothy Treadwell, this bear was a friend, a savior.
Not the words I'd use, but
Amy Huguenot was screaming.
Dude, even dogs that
All of
like
a
us
sudden, the
like us.
intensity
Facts.
of Amy's
Yeah.
screaming
You know what I mean?
reached a new height.
It took like
It became very, very loud.
thousands of years for
And
those
she
motherfuckers to
really now is screaming. at the top
selective
of her
breeding.
lungs.
Oh, let's get the gentle ones.
Horrifying
To breed with the
scenes
gentle
were
ones.
punctuated by Timothy saying, "Go away, leave me, go away, run, get out of here." In other words, Timothy is trying now to save Amy's life because Timothy realizes at this point in time during this attack, Timothy knows he's going to die. He knows that. My sense of listening to this tape is that the bear let go, probably let go of the top of his head, where I found massive lacerations that his hairs of the scalp away from his head. Suddenly, though, the bear, after letting go, grabbed Timothy somewhere in the high leg area. And Timothy, appropriately in my opinion, as a human being, decided now is the time to save one life anyway. If his life was going away, if his life was fading away, now is the time to end.
Dude, it was his fucking fault, man.
Well,
Boyfriend of the year.
it's coming
I know, right?
but I'm still of course here. It's been been over 4 months in the wilderness, and a hurricane force storm now building over 50 mile an hour winds, soon over 70.
This dude lasted 5 years.
13.
Work successful. I'm over 20 pounds lighter. My clothes are rags. I tried hard. I bleed for them, I live for them, I die for them.
No, you gonna.
I love them. I
Oh,
love them.
one bear is hearing you, buddy.
It's like, alright.
Tough work. But it's the only work I know, and it's the only work I'll ever want.
I wonder how he got like.
Take care of these animals. Take care of this land.
Just spent 5 years there.
It's
No job.
Yes, this fucking broke dude.
Do they explain it?
It's the only thing I know.
They literally said that like he was one of the poorest people that they knew, so I have no idea.
What does he eat, like cat food?
No. They were like dropping off supplies like from the plane for him, so somebody.
It was probably
the
Parks Department being like, we can't let this dude just die.
Okay, look bad for the papers.
Yeah.
Into a distance,
Right.
into a fog.
He's bitching out the Parks Department. Meanwhile, they're probably keeping him
Look
alive.
how fast they
And
run.
while we watch the animals in
That
their
is
joys of
terrifying.
being, in their grace and ferociousness,
I mean, they're
the
beautiful.
thought becomes more and more clear that it is not so much a look at wild nature as it is an insight into ourselves, our nature. And that, for me, beyond his mission, gives meaning to his life and to his death.
Imagine the fox bites him in the calf.
That's the reason why I couldn't get away from the bear. It was an inside job.
Did you ever feed the bears?
Technically once.
Damn.
Hey.
Poor guy, man. He should have been sectioned. You know?
Huh?
Give him some meds, section him.
The bear did the section. Like, I feel like too the way he was like the way he was acting with the park people though, it was just like he was just being so competitive.
Yeah, these people are just trying to fucking help him.
Yeah, show me him.
I looked.
Oh, you already saw him? Yeah. Oh, you did?
I'm proud of how they
Right. Oh. It's fucking cool.
Wow. That's awesome.
We getting there.
Who is it? Oh.
This is Barack Obama.
Oh. Morocco. You got a badass president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't know he was that
I'm
cool.
alright.
Who is it actually though?
From Gundam.
What's that, anime?
Yeah. Big old robots.
That's cool.
You did this in one of these in the convention. In the week.
On him.
Yeah, that was the other one.
Yeah.
Sick.
This is the guy.
A walking billboard.
Oh yeah, it was this guy. Yeah, I'll keep you updated on Monday.
Alright. Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah. I don't know when I'm working, but I'm pretty sure I'm not working Monday, so I can go to.
Okay.
Bye.
Later.
Good night.
Take care, ladies.
That was a ride.
Yep, right?
That was a fucking ride.
Now what we need someone to do that with sharks.
Nah,
It's like 10
dog.
minutes long.
Shark Man. I think sharks are probably significantly less aggressive.
Just don't bleed.
Alright, where did I put the controller? There it is.
What's something else horrible we can watch?
Yeah, that was pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, see? This is exactly what I was talking about. Old GT Dave.
You don't care about sports, do you?
I do not. I care about hockey.
Jaws.
Put on that Blackfish documentary about SeaWorld.
Oh, hell yeah, we're talking about that.
Yeah. More people being dumb around animals.
More people.
Not wrong.
I feel bad for the fucking trainers.
For the SeaWorld trainers?
Yeah.
Well, they chose to do it, though.
Yeah, but they got like
Employees that live.
they're kind of lied
Brainwashed?
to. Not brainwashed, but like
They're sold a very different
Right.
story.
they didn't know.
I don't like zoos. I never go to zoos, like, ever. Unless it's like they're actually trying to save the animals, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But if you're profiting off of animals being held captive, you know, against their will, it's kind of fucked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Most zoos are,
Non-profit.
non-profit
A
conservation.
lot of the times, the money that they make outside of what it costs them to, operate, ends up going towards like conservation efforts.
okay, that I'm cool with, but like
Most
SeaWorld
private
shit,
zoos are a little different.
Yeah.
SeaWorld shit like that, and
Yeah,
like privatized zoos, dude.
That's the
Like the
fucking
Tiger King?
I was just gonna say,
shit.
this makes me
Yeah.
want Tiger King all over
Oh
again.
man,
Tiger King, man.
that feels like a fever dream.
It does, but I will say there are very memeable moments from there. Like,
It's like 10 episodes or 13 episodes of just chaos.
oh, what, Tiger King?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, if nothing else, it was entertaining. This is like, I will never financially recover from this.
Yeah.
So many memes have come out of that.
Exactly. It's like, I called you twice, not a fuck you, what do you want, or nothing.
Those tiger people are out of their minds, man.
Yeah.
I'm still...
Like, all of them were weird.
Yeah.
Like the other guy with the ponytail.
Oh, he got arrested.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
he got arrested.
They finally got him.
Yeah.
He had like 20
like
girlfriends
tax
or
evasion or
something. They were
something.
all young.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was tax evasion. But that's the thing. Everyone, I don't know what it is.
If you're gonna do illegal shit, just pay your taxes.
Pay your fucking taxes,
Like,
bro. Because like
the
that was,
IRS.
I think that's one of those things where they were like, they got him on tax evasion, but they're really trying to get him on like
Other shit.
the harem of women that he tricks into like working for him.
Exactly.
What the hell is his name? Doc
Antle.
Doc Ansel, that's it.
He's a weird.
Just hear him talking, you know he's fucking terrible. Terrible human being.
Exactly. And like what got me was like he was trying to act like he was better than the Tiger King. Like, oh, I'm not. I actually do good things. It's like, no, you don't. You're just as trash.
If you meet a giant animal, like walking around you and like to brag about, like you have a Napoleon complex. You have some sort of fucked up thing in your brain. Like, look at this beautiful beast. You know, like they're like boasting and shit.
Exactly.
It's like, dude, who the fuck are you? You're nobody for this animal. This animal is
Animal
your head
problem.
off.
Exactly.
If this
Like, you're
animal
nothing
wasn't
to this
full
animal.
right now,
Yeah.
you would be in pieces.
Yeah, there's nothing to this animal.
That's the fucked up thing about like I forget where I was, but there are these like dudes who did like falconry, right? Where they like, get the falcons to go get the shit. They hunt with the falcons. And, like, you know, they're doing a display, and I was like, this is fucking sweet. And I was just like, I asked him, I was like, how the fuck do you get them to come back to you? Like, how do you train them and shit like that? And he was, it's kind of weird. He said that before you take them out, you have to weigh them to make sure that they're hungry. Because if they're full, as soon as you let them go, they're not coming back. They don't give a fuck about you. There's no like love or anything. They just come back to you for the food.
Yeah. It's like the
They
chameleon.
literally have like a fucking lizard brain.
Yeah.
It's like the chameleon I never trained. It's like, dude, you have to like hold the cricket and just sit there. So once he recognizes you're the food source, he'll start being nice with you. But not even. He doesn't care. He just, you're the food source, basically. watch this shit.
You never watched this?
I don't think I have
It's
either.
gonna
I've
make
heard
me
it,
mad.
but
It's gonna make me mad.
This is like I said, I'm fucking amazed that SeaWorld managed to stay in business after this documentary came out.
yeah.
'Cause
I just think about the vastness of the ocean and the freedom they have. There's more ocean than like fucking land.
70%.
And the
of the
fact that
fucking
these
planet.
fish, like these things are like kept in a space so enclosed, pisses me the fuck off.
yeah, I think they say in the documentary too, like in the wild, orcas will live to be like 80 years old or some shit, and they only live to be like 30 or something in captivity.
And I remember as a kid, like back in like probably like in the late '90s, early 2000s, going to SeaWorld, like, and it was like this magical thing, and then you find out as an adult, and you're like, wow, this is fucked. Shouldn't have gone.
You're like, Shamu!
Right? That's what everyone wanted to see. I remember like when we were younger, we went because we would go when we were younger. We'd go to Jamaica like around Christmas time. But we would stop over in Florida, and one year we went to SeaWorld. I remember like trying to rush to the front row because that was the thing. You wanted to get splashed as like the whale came up. Now it's like, man.
Now I think about it, imagine how much whale piss was in that water.
Right? Bro, my brother got soaked. See, I was shorter, so I couldn't like run as fast, and he was like front row, drenched. My mom was like, "We gotta go back to the hotel, and he's gotta change."
The sea lion, the powered sea lion, right? He's walking along with this little basket. I will never ever do that, you know? 2 months later, hi, I'm doing that. Walking out on stage with the sea lion.
I was overwhelmed and I was so excited. I mean, just seeing the whale is breathtaking.
It's amazing how much we've overlooked the fact that they're called killer whales.
Right?
How large they are, how beautiful they are.
You know, in the presence of the killer whales was just inspiring and amazing. And I remember seeing them for the first time, just not being able to believe how huge they were.
Yeah, that's a telltale sign. Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
You look like food.
And you're in these suits too.
The seal suits. They look like seals.
You're gonna stand on the whale. You're gonna dive off
You
the
can't
whale.
get me to do any of that shit.
It's gonna land, pick you up again. And then you're gonna do a perimeter ride around the pool. You just told me to go do it and I did it. Wow. I just rode a killer whale.
Oh my god, you're kissing it? Oh, good no! When it opens its mouth, your head is gone.
No, for real though. There's like, have you seen the teeth on those things?
Yeah.
There's something absolutely amazing about working with an animal. You are a team.
This is not spirited away, guy.
Together, and
You think so?
you both understand the goal, and you help each other.
It's like, we just watched fucking King of the Hill. You ever see the episode of King of the Hill where Hank gets sexually assaulted by a dolphin?
Why do I not remember this episode?
They go.
There's more fucked up documentaries. There's one about.
They do the fucking dolphin interactive swim.
Like swim with the dolphins.
And Hank and the dolphin is like horny and it tries to fuck Hank.
Oh no.
And but the trainer was like, why don't you pick me? Like, why not me? Why him?
There's worse documentaries, dude. There was a one. I might have this wrong, but Drunk History it might be, where.
Is that the one where they're like your shit face just telling like the history of something?
So there, I think it was one in the 70s or something, where like scientists getting the dolphins.
I feel like I heard about that. Yes.
LSD was the weirdest shit, man. And then the dolphins started like liking the trainer, and then like this motherfucker was like jerking off the dolphins. Dude, it was some weird shit.
That's a weird part of your job description.
I don't think it was part of the job
The
description.
government was funding it somehow for years.
That's probably that's got to be some MK Ultra bullshit.
I feel like I've heard of this.
Dude,
That must have been like that must have been part of fucking MK Ultra.
I was just gonna say.
Dolphins on LSD, bro.
If it had anything to do with LSD, it was fucking MK Ultra. We gotta figure out how to beat the Russians
These dolphins were drinking water.
by fucking these dolphins.
Getting jerked off.
Did you see any blood in the water or anything like that?
Well, that's part of it. She just says.
Yep, and it was funded by NASA.
It was funded by NASA?
According to the internet, that's what they're saying.
Isn't that crazy?
There's so many organizations, like government organizations, that like back in the day were doing all types of research, and they didn't care because they wanted the information.
Right.
They would just throw money at it and create.
They didn't even know what they were throwing money at.
Yeah,
Probably.
What was it? Because like if you. Do you ever listen to Last Podcast on the Left?
Yeah.
No.
You should.
I
It's
love that
great.
podcast.
They're funny, but they recount like true crime and other like historical stuff, and they did a whole series on MK Ultra, and I'm pretty sure that's where the Dolphins came from.
Dude.
But they were talking about how like a lot of bigger government agencies were into doing all of this research.
They never knew they could get a weapon out of it or some new technology.
I mean, that was the thing.
Yeah, they're trying to do like spy technology, well not technology, but like it was not technology. It was more like true serums and
Like
things like
information gathering.
that.
Because torture is relatively unreliable.
Yeah, and you know what the most effective thing they found was? Get somebody laid. The most effective way they found to get somebody to tell their secrets was to have, like, they got them a prostitute, and they would just spill their guts to the prostitute.
Who would have thought it? 007, man.
Just,
right? 007 is the male version of that shit.
Yeah, just get him laid and he'll talk.
Boom.
That's all it takes.
You're right.
That's how we ended up with so many fucking Nazis working for us after World War II. Because during World War II, the Nazis did all these fucked up experiments that, like, nobody else can do because ethics, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so after World War II, we were like, hey, why don't you guys come over here and tell us, like, what you figured out?
What's your secrets?
And that's how we got to the moon.
It was a really exciting thing to do until everybody wanted to do it. We captured orchids.
They captured them. See? The orcas are chilling.
They had spotters, they had speedboats, they had bombs they were throwing in the water.
Bombs?
Not the bomb a whale, that is work.
Torches in the boats and throwing as fast as they could to herd the whales into coves. But the orcas had been caught before, and they knew what was going on, and they knew their young ones would be taken from them. So the adults without know went east into cul-de-sac, and the boats followed them, thinking they were all going that way, while the mothers with babies went
Oh,
north.
that's so sad.
They captured King's Head aircraft, and they have to come up for air eventually, and when they did, the capture teams alerted the boats and said, oh no, they're going north, the ones with babies. So the boats, the speedboats, caught them there, and herded them around, and then they had fishing boats with seine nets that they would stretch across, so none could leave, and none could just pick out the young ones.
Bro, this is literally like aliens to us, right? Like, picture that. Like, these weird crafts just show up above you and just take your children.
And leave.
Yeah, it's like getting abducted. This is probably what's happening with aliens.
But I was told because of the shipping process, finally would take the little ones. They had the young ones that they wanted in the corrals, so they dropped
That's
the
why
seine
this is
nets
like,
and all the others.
I didn't breed my dog because I felt so bad taking her puppies away from them, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna just get, next dog I get, I'm just gonna have, I need a farm or something, and she gets to keep all of them. Big area where they can all hang out.
Yeah.
Keep them all together. And
have your own little pack.
Yeah, they can all be outside chilling, like in a big area. Otherwise, I would never do it. Take their babies away, man. That shit's fucked.
It is.
As a mom,
it's stressful. I feel like it'll be stressful. It's like it's an adjustment. Like
and
you got all these puppies around, and now it's like silence. I'm not like there's no one around me. It's all quiet. Like definitely a dynamic change.
But also,
we do that shit to them all the time.
Dogs will eat their own babies all the time.
Also true. Also true.
Look at how it's crying. It's crying.
When the whole hunt was over, there were 3 dead whales in the net. And so they had Peter and Brian and I cut the whales open, throw them with rocks, put anchors on their tail, and sink them.
Bro, you can tell this dude is fucked up by this.
Really, I didn't even think about it being illegal at that point. I thought it was
no shit, asshole.
They were finally ejected from the state of Washington by a court order in 1976. It was SeaWorld by name that was told, do not come back to Washington after whales. Without missing a beat,
I got the worst sunburn of my entire life at SeaWorld.
Look, you don't even eat the whale. Like, at least do something with the body. Like, you know what I mean?
I wonder what it tastes like.
Do Japanese like eat whales?
I feel like they technically do, but I feel like the whaling is like
they sell it as like other fish.
That I don't know. I thought that like the whaling practices like that. I know they had to like either minimize it. There's some kind of protections, but surely there are people who try to.
Because in the cove they were doing some fucked up shit. They were like hurting dolphins and fucking spearing them.
Yeah, they're like when they were originally like big and whaling and such, they were doing some wild stuff just to get the whales. And then I think after a while it was like a lot of overfishing was happening with the whales.
Yeah.
Sea-Land has been a part of Victoria for over 20 years. We specialize in the care and display of killer whales.
I don't know, man. One time I was in Revere, this whale diet was the most disgusting thing. It was just rotting in the shore. It was, so bad.
Yep.
Yeah, you know how they fucking get rid of them? They blow them up.
Just blow them up.
Yeah, so they get in little smaller pieces. Fucked up thing about fucking the whales when they whatchamacallit, get beached. They fucking are literally like they don't necessarily suffocate, but they get crushed by their own body weight. Because like they're not used to the gravity of being on land. Their bodies like can't adjust. It's like my 600-pound life. It's exactly what. It is. Like their bodies can't handle the weight, and it's killing them.
This caused a lot of frustration with the larger animal, the established animal, and would in turn get frustrated with Tilton and would rake him with his teeth. There would be times during certain seasons that Tilton would be covered head to toe with rakes. Rakes are teeth on teeth and raking his skin, and from head to toe you could see blood and you could see scratches, and he would just be raked off. Both females would gang up on him. Tilton was the one we trusted. We never were concerned about Tilton. The issue was really that we stored these whales at night in what we call a module, which was 20 feet across and probably 30 feet deep, as a safety precaution because we were worried about people cutting the net and letting them go, and the lights were all turned out. So there was really no stimulation. They're just in this dark metal 20-foot by 30-foot pool for 2/3 of their life.
See?
Yeah.
That's fucked.
When we first started, they were quite small and quite young, so they fit in there quite nicely, but they were mobile for the most part. It didn't feel good. It just didn't.
Sure it didn't.
It was just wrong.
he started having difficulty getting them all into this one small.
Then it cuts to one dude that's just like, I fucking loved it.
One psychopath.
Yeah, just one crazy dude who's like, it's great.
They would know if they were in the module.
I'd do it again if I
I'd do it again. I've applied 20 times to be
till 7 in the morning. When you let them out, you'd see these new tooth rakes. And sometimes you'd see blood.
Closing that door on him and knowing that he's locked in there for the whole night is like.
Dude, this guy's messed up for life.
Oh, 100%.
Cool. If that is true, it's not only
dude, you're
humane and all
fucking firsthand. You had a part in it. You're complicit in fucking animal abuse.
Bro, I'll be the first one. I'll be like, fuck y'all, man. I would sabotage that shit. Or walk out. I'll probably. Fuck it, I won't get arrested for these motherfuckers, huh? Snitch on their asses.
At a Canadian park called Sealand of the Pacific.
The victim, Kelty Byrne, was a championship swimmer and a part-time worker at Sealand.
As seen in this home video, rescuers used a huge net to try workers' efforts were hindered by the agitated whales.
I'd like to make them have to get changed the color, but my more immediate goal is just to swim back to nationals.
It was sort of a cloudy gray day and we were looking for something to do, so we thought, why not go to Sealand? It was kind of like this dingy pool with these whales, and
it just felt a little bit like an amusement park that was kind of on its last legs and everything was a bit gray.
It was like a swimming pool.
Yeah.
There were three whales in a swimming pool.
Yeah. And they would come up and touch the ball, and there was some tail splashing, and there was some jumping with the fish, and
they hold the fish and the whales jump up. I remember saying, oh, what a fun job. You know, she's so lucky.
They literally called it a dingy pool in a amusement park on its last legs. What a fun job.
And she was pushing her way up to get out of the pool, and the whale zoomed over, grabbed her boot, and pulled her back in. At first I didn't think it was that serious, because you see the trainer in the pool with the whale, and you think, oh well, you know, the whales are used to that, you know, and then all of a sudden it started getting, there was more swimming, more activity, more thrashing, and she was starting to get panicked, and as it progressed, he started to realize, well, something is not right here.
She started to scream, and she started looking around.
What's getting me is like the lady with the black hair is just smiling like, yeah, she got
She tortured small animals when she was a child.
And then they would come up, and then when they came up,
like the lady with the red, she really told a little bit more research about it. She looked concerned.
Several seconds up to, I don't know, maybe a minute. You're not keeping track.
So, you know,
Yeah, she's
see
like,
what I'm saying?
yeah, she's like kind of stoked about it. She's like, it was kind of,
it's kind of nice.
And my sister remembers her saying, "I don't want to die."
yeah. Just see, this woman's like,
smiling, dude.
this woman's losing it, like tearing up, and the other one was just straight up smirk. Right? She was fucking cheesing.
Right? You see what I'm saying?
Somebody check that woman's search history. She is fucking up to something.
Look at her.
Sealand closed, well, it's probably a good thing. I mean, it was a little pond. I think the owner made the right decision for whatever reason. I don't believe he's a bad guy, a bad man.
Oh, they killed the whale?
By the little fair too.
No, I think they just move them around.
Was gone from the business, and he decided that was it. He should set down.
And no one ever contacted us. There was an inquest. No one ever asked us to say what happened. We just left.
There were some big lawsuits on it.
Can you imagine just being like, well, you want to get lunch?
Thinking
Yeah. I really want sushi right now. I don't know.
You know what's left in the folks' minds who recall the case.
So in the newspaper articles, the cause of death was that she drowned accidentally, but you know, she was pulled under by the whale.
Well, there's a bit of smoke and mirrors going on. I mean, one of the fundamental facts is that none of the witnesses were clear about which whale pulled Kelty in.
Yes, it was the large whale, Tillicum, and the whale was the one that went after her. and the other two just kind of circled around that he was definitely the instigator, and we knew it was that whale because he had the flopped over thing. Like it was very easy to tell.
Sealand Pacific closed its doors and was looking, I guess, to make a buck on the way out, and these whales are worth millions of dollars.
When SeaWorld heard that silicone was available,
Don't get me wrong, I feel really bad for like these trainers.
they really wanted silicone
It's
because
fucked
they needed
up.
a breeder. So I don't even think that anybody even was
But
questioning.
at the same time, it kind of like, hell yeah, whale.
My understanding of the situation is that
Fucking rage against the machine, whale.
Our understanding of their behavior was that it was such a highly stimulating event for them that they were likely to repeat it. Sealand was, we were all young and bit of sea cowboys, and we weren't so
Sea cowboys.
Yeah, sure.
Had this vision that they knew more than
You're
us.
dealing with the same thing as a horse.
You would
Yep.
have a bigger pool and you'd have a better life and you would have better.
Killer whales are the exact same as a horse.
Be a great life for them.
Yes.
So it was like, okay, Billy,
Even horses.
you're going to Disneyland.
Horses will kick the fuck out of you.
Terrifying.
I will walk behind a horse.
Whales' intelligence may be even superior to man. As parents, they are exemplary, better than many human beings, and like human beings, they have a profound instinct for vengeance.
So they took them from their mothers.
presents.
If you go back
I gotta
35 years,
write that movie down.
nothing, in fact, the rest of nothing. What the public had was superstition and fear.
A fight to the death. Between the two most dangerous animals on earth.
Every fucking October, me and Craig, we put a list together of the worst horror movies we can possibly find. And we just binge those all month. Just like that. It is.
What was the one we watched?
We tend to watch a lot of terrible horror movies.
Not Van Helsing.
Oh.
Van Helsing.
No, there's like it's like a spoof of it. Van something, I don't remember what it is.
Stan Helsing.
Stan Helsing.
Is it like a comedy?
Yes.
We don't even really watch the comedy ones, like, not the self-aware bad ones, but like, well, we do, but like, genuinely bad horror movies.
Fair enough.
Each community has a completely different set of behaviors. Each has a complete repertoire of vocalizations with no overlap. You could call them languages. The scientific community is reluctant to say any other animal but humans uses languages, but there's every indication that they use languages.
The orca brain just screams out intelligence, awareness. We took this tremendous brain and we put it in a magnetic resonance imaging scanner. What we found was just astounding. They've got
Jam orca into an MRI machine.
That must have been like the biggest MRI.
extended out right adjacent to their limbic system. The system processes emotions. The safest inference would be these are animals that have highly elaborated emotional lives. It's becoming clear that dolphins and whales have a sense of self, a sense of social bonding that they've taken to another level, much stronger, much more complex than in other mammals, including humans.
Yeah, bitch.
Look
Life
at
on Earth
monsters,
started
the
in
fact
the
that
ocean.
they stand by each other. Everything about them is social. Everything. It's been suggested that their whole sense of self is distributed among individuals.
Oh no, this poor fucking Phil. Like, I was just trying to have an afternoon nap.
I know, they're gonna break the ice and swallow up.
Oh, here they come, two of them. Look at underneath there. You can see them underneath.
Yeah, capture that and swim with it
Yeah.
in a fish tank. Go ahead.
We can't watch for bullfighting. They better leave.
Huh.
Oh, yeah, here they go. Look at this. 3
I like that guy. Can't watch the bullfight, you better leave. That guy sounds like he's got some personal shit he's going through.
Right.
It's all over.
Can't watch the bullfight.
People and fishermen
Better leave.
call them blackfish. They're an animal that possesses great spiritual power and not to be meddled with.
You're goddamn right. Not to be meddled with.
I spent a lot of time around killer whales and they're always in track. I never get out of the boat. I never mess with them. The speed and the power is
See, this guy knows what's up. He's a whale researcher. He's a scientist.
And he knows don't get out of the boat.
Yeah.
No, for real.
Even in the boat.
1 foot on the floor at all times.
Like,
Dude.
I would not. That boat is too tiny. Honestly, I need a much bigger boat. I feel like if they wanted to, they could flip that boat.
Or because it existed for 50 million years. 50 million years.
Yeah, it's just like fucking sharks. They're just so good at what they do, there's no need to evolve.
And they can live between 50 and 100 years.
In 1992, I was at Whale and Dolphin Stadium when he arrived, and he's twice as large as the next animal in the facility.
Yeah, he's right at about 12,000 pounds. That's incredible. He looks fantastic.
When Telecom arrived at SeaWorld, he was attacked viciously, repeatedly by Katina and others. In the wild, it's a very matriarchal society. Male whales are kept at the perimeter. In captivity, the animals are squeezed into very close proximity. Telecom, the poor guy is so large, he couldn't get away.
5 to 7 million years ago, we appeared. The human race.
Smaller and more agile.
And we think we're like smarter than
There was no run, there's no place to run.
That's why people hate you. Like the fucking bear guy.
They have 43 million years of like fucking
It's
history.
for his own protection. You know, he gets beat up, and so by segregating them, it provides a physical barrier so that the females can't kick his butt.
Maybe he likes getting his butt kicked by the female. He's
At
into that.
the very end is like the big splash. He was always happy to see you in the morning. Maybe because he was alone, maybe because he was hungry, maybe because he just liked you. Who knows what was going on in his head?
Yeah, you're right, dude. It's the shark. Goblin shark, it's called. 118,
Ugly bastard.
118 million years old.
He seemed to like to work. He seemed to be interested. He seemed to want to learn new things. He seemed to be enjoying.
Thank God, schnoz.
For me, was a joy.
It's a living
He really
fossil.
responded to me, and I you know,
Yeah,
every
poor
day
goblin
I
shark.
was happy to see Tilly.
Dude, it's so ugly.
It's yeah. With our standards of beauty, in the shark world, that might be like Margot Robbie of sharks. You know?
I never got the impression of them while I was there that, you know, oh my God, you know.
They're so smart. See, they're all the way in the bottom of the ocean. That's how. Yeah, that's how they're surviving.
Or whatever, you know, because
They rarely get
given
caught.
the full details of Kelty's.
You ever see what happens to like the super deep sea fish when you bring them up to the surface? They disintegrate.
Yeah.
Because of the light.
Because of the pressure. Their bodies are so used to the pressure that like when you bring them up, they just like fall apart.
Seemed to me to be two different things.
Damn, that's
The first
wild.
day he arrived, I remember one of the senior trainers at
So these motherfuckers can survive.
Silicon was in a pool and she was walking
Wow.
over a gate and she had her wetsuit unzipped and
It's like a little submarine out
and,
down there.
and she was making cooing noises and going.
Don't get me started on the submarine, man.
You know, she was like just kind of
A well
and
engineered submarine.
Yeah. You should have taken lessons from the goblin shark.
get her away from there. Like they were so worried that something was guys making such a big deal out of this when he didn't actually kill her? Well, clearly management thought there was some reason to exercise caution around him. You know, it's clearly they knew more than you were telling us.
But just because we don't understand the language, doesn't mean that these things aren't super smart.
Check this out in the audience when the film shows. It was a perfect show. All the hot dog sequences, the waterway sequences are not great.
I was really excited just to be capturing this because it was kind of turning out to be a great show. A show that's kind of complete. It doesn't.
To be honest, they
I'm
don't
only
have
happen
to
a few
smart
times a
enough.
week.
They don't pay taxes, okay? You don't have to work at Dunkin' Donuts. Well, they got it good in the ocean.
You know,
I thought you were talking about SeaWorld for a second. I was like, wait, SeaWorld is tax exempt?
could you imagine?
I was about to get angry.
Being an orca is not that bad, man. If you don't get caught, you're like at the top of the food chain.
Then you don't have
Places your
phones.
food.
Editing equipment makes
Huh?
it
Yeah, but what comes brought you?
second when you did that. And stitched
The
it back
internet.
together, so just
What has the internet brought you?
glitch in the tape and I'm like, Joe, hit this and
I doubt that.
Nothing good.
How else?
Think about
I
how many
can't
times
find memes in the ocean, will you?
you're an orca whale. You can make memes out of the fish.
Out of your experience, out of my chilling. Imagine being like an eagle and soaring, just fucking flying. What the fuck? You got a great life. You gotta worry about food. Like, eat, find food. That's all you gotta worry about. If you're a top predator in the fucking wild, you're living the dream.
Until we come along.
Yep.
Those dumbasses.
They're bringing,
Yeah, but when does that happen, you know? Most of them are like chilling.
they're reintroducing, mountain lions in New England.
But why though?
It's their keystone species.
Yep.
Ah, that's fair. That's fair.
We came in and we killed all the mountain lions and wolves, and the deer and rabbit population skyrocketed, and now everything's out of fucking whack.
That's true. I have been seeing quite a few baby bunnies in my backyard, and in the springtime, yeah, that makes sense. But as usually around now, not so much.
Instead of those, they should just bring out foxes.
Bring out what?
Well, foxes can't fucking kill deer. Right.
Oh no, yeah, you
need a mountain lion.
Well, they did a thing.
Wolves.
They reintroduced wolves into, I think it was Yellowstone for the first time in like hundreds of years.
Mm-hmm.
And within like a decade, the entire landscape changed. Like everything was like stable again. Like everything that got fucked up. Just from having and it was like 6 wolves.
That's it.
That's all they put in, and like everything went back to like normal, getting healthy again.
That's the premise of the Lion King.
Yeah.
I had
Right?
been for a while and I had seen a few other things along the way that made me question why I was there and what we were doing with these
You can't
animals.
have too many herbivores. You can't have too many carnivores.
Gotta keep everything in check.
Nature's so perfect. I think it takes the mom like a year or some shit.
Yeah, their gestation period's pretty long.
It's like ours.
Brutal.
I know it was naive of me, but I thought that it was our responsibility to do as much as we could to keep their family units together, since we knew that in the wild that's what happens.
You're not gonna mimic the wild with a fish tank, lady.
Baby Shana, she had become quite disruptive and challenging her mom a little bit and disrupting some shows and that kind of thing. It was decided by the higher-ups that she would be moved to another park when she was just 4.5 years old, and that was news to us as trainers that were working with her. To me, it had never crossed my mind that they might be moving the baby from her mom.
That's how you make a psychopath.
The
fucking
supervisors
whale.
basically was kind of mocking me, like, oh, you're saying poor Kalina? You know, what's she gonna do without her mommy? And, and then of course you shut me up. So the night of the move, we had to deploy the nets to separate them and get airport, Katina, her mom, was left in the pool. She stayed in the corner of the pool, like literally just shaking and screaming, screeching, crying. Like I've never seen
That is
anything
so
like
fucked
that.
up, dude.
And the other females in the pool, maybe once or twice during the night, they'd come out and check on her, and she'd screech and cry, and they would just run back. There is nothing.
Why do you take that more, baby?
Because they're gonna move it to another park.
That's just
Just
because they felt like it.
They said it was being disruptive during the shows.
Someone that touches them, feeds them, keeps them alive, gives them the care that they need. They're not your whales. They own them. Kasaka and Takara were very close. Kasaka was the mother, Takara's the cat.
Yeah, these guys are like probably like
special.
speaking on and like see what
They were
managers.
inseparable.
Fuck you.
When
Know your
they
place.
separated Kasaka and Takara, it was to take Takara to Florida. Once Takara had already been stretchered out of the pool, put on a truck, driven to the airport, Kasaka
business,
continued to
man.
make vocals that had never been heard before. They brought in the senior research scientists to analyze the vocals. They were long-range vocals. She was trying something that no one had even heard before, looking for Takara. That's heartbreaking. How can anyone look at that and think that that is morally acceptable? It's not. It is not okay.
Hey, honey. Let's go live if you will. The Dan Democrat is joining us for the food.
I'm so sorry I never bought a ticket. I'm so glad I never bought a fucking ticket for that place, dude.
What it does is it shows the relationship we have between all
Fuck
animals
those guys.
here. There's so many things that
Yeah, man. I'm pretty sure I went there after I watched this too.
so all the animals here get along very well. It's just
Shows
like
my
trying to-
moral fiber.
I was blind. I was a kid. I didn't know I was doing that.
I wish more people would like, alright, let's just release these motherfuckers.
It just
You can't really, because it's not close to the ocean, right, the park?
You know, I learned to see what they
Did they strategically place it like away from like
I mean, it's
water source?
it's Florida, so like you're an hour away from the ocean, no matter where you are.
Like, how do you transport this fucking thing?
They usually have like these big,
an animal trainer.
not tubs, but like these big, usually like metal boxes and stuff like that. They'll fill them with water so they can like have just enough to survive when they're transporting them.
You'd have to like drop the entire SeaWorld. You know?
Oh, what you mean like when you say
to you know, make us like you're an escape plan and stuff like that.
Well, because I mean, like the way that they were saying, like, oh, how they had them on like on lockdown and in those separate like facilities and areas at night, like you would to get to free.
Hard to
Yeah,
free one of those things.
yeah.
It'd have to be like an inside job, man. It's so complicated.
You ever see that episode of Hey Arnold where he breaks in and frees the sea turtle? Yeah, him and his grandma.
Yes.
Fuck, what was the name of the turtle?
How do you keep a thing that nice
Dorsal collapse
in jail?
happens in less
Like
than
a sea
1%
turtle?
of wild killers.
Leave it alone.
We know this. All of the captive males, 100% have collapsed dorsal fins.
Lockjaw.
They have their pods.
The badass name for a turtle.
Artificial assemblage of their collection, however management decides they should mix them, and whichever ones have to be born or bought and brought in. And that's not a family, you know. Come on.
The prison, man, it's the same thing.
Subsets that have been brought in from various parks. These are different nations. These aren't just two different turtles. These animals, they've got different genes. They use different languages.
So what can happen as a result of them being thrown in with other whales that they haven't grown up with, that are not part of their culture, is there's hyperaggression.
Xenophobia. Whales.
A lot of violence, a lot of killing in captivity that you don't ever see in the wild.
They just become Florida. They become Florida people.
Yep.
But whales.
Florida whales.
No. Go back to your country.
Bro, I didn't want to be here in the first place.
Whale on
There's,
whale crime.
there's too much black and not enough white on you.
Exactly.
Back to your coral.
Go back to your
Correct.
Find your own damn coral.
And therefore slippery to some footwear. Thank you.
In the wild, there's tension. They've got 1,000 square miles to exit the scene.
That's what I'm saying. They got thousands of miles.
You imagine being in a small concrete enclosure for your life when you're used to swimming 100 miles a day.
Exactly. That's why I don't crate my dog, dude.
Yeah,
Never.
I could never do that. I know people do that all the time. It's just like, I don't know.
I think it was
He's trained. Shut up. Let's train you. You go in the crate.
Yeah, I mean, I've
Is that
never.
really?
I've had
Put your
dogs,
kid in the crate.
I've had dogs all my life, and I've never had to crate them. Just fucking teach them to not pissing shit all over the fucking place.
There was just a lot of things that weren't right. And there's a lot of things.
And also, like, if you're kind of a psycho, your dog
Something was
is
amiss. And, you know, I
Mhm.
mentalize that.
The people that walk all paranoid with their dog on a leash, they freak their dogs out.
Yeah, they can read your body language.
Mhm.
The same thing in their heart.
If you're afraid your dog's gonna bite somebody, it's gonna be ready to bite somebody.
Yeah.
I think that if I leave, who's going to take care of Tillicum? And that's why I stayed. I feel sorry for Tillicum. I mean, if you want to get down to the nuts and bolts of it, I stayed because I feel sorry for Tillicum. And I couldn't bring myself to stop coming and trying to take care of it.
Yeah, these guys were really trying.
Yeah, these people are really trying, and they're the ones that end up getting fucking killed by the whales, you know?
Right?
They're just taking advantage. It's that kind of thing where, like,
Oh, they know these people fucking love these animals.
yeah.
You know?
That's what Sam had to deal with like, in the shelter for the dogs.
In January of 2010.
And they take advantage and they pay her like $10 an hour, you know?
Yeah.
She was like.
You know you're not there for the money.
They know the people there for
always
to care for the
double checking,
animals.
making sure that everyone was doing the right thing. So I remember she would record every show that she did, and she would watch it and critique herself. And
The reality is the only way
to
to
be better.
help these animals is go out
When
there.
I found out it was Dawn, I was shocked. That could have been me. I could have been the spotter. What if I was there and I could have saved her? You know, all these things go through your mind. John Silk is the guy who in 1987
You get in so much trouble
between
you
two
try to
whales
you
at
get
sea
caught
in
trying to
Navy.
free one of these
Now,
damn things.
even though I've been working at
prison.
Silk for 6 months, I had no idea.
Because they probably
Private
consider-
property, yeah.
Exactly.
Party line who said, well, that was, it was a trainer error.
It was John's fault. John's fault. He was supposed to get off that whale, and for years I believed that, and I told people that. I actually started school like 5 days after that event occurred, and we weren't told much about it, other than it was trainer error. And you know, especially when you're new to the program, you don't really question a whole lot. Well, years later, we actually, you know what, he didn't do anything wrong. That whale just landed on me. You know, that whale went to the wrong spot, or it could have been aggression. Who knows? But it was not the trainer's fault at all. You know, watching that video.
Oh shit.
Oh,
fuck.
No, the whales had it, dude. I didn't see that part.
Like, he's riding on one whale and another whale reaches over him and just...
That's fucking purpose, dude.
Fuck this dude. Oh.
They broke that guy's spine for sure.
It's like, so they're like dropping a bus on his fucking head.
Yo, seriously.
The whale just body slammed.
Tamari You know, Tamara made mistakes. The most important one was interacting with whales without a spotter. So she's putting her foot on Orchid, she's taking her foot off, she's putting her foot on Orchid, her rostrum, she's taking it off. Watching the video, knowing Orchid, your stomach drops because you know what's probably going to happen. She grabbed her foot. Tamaree whips around and she grabs the gate. You see her just ripped from the gate. At this point, Tamaree knows that she's in trouble. She's under the water, Splash and Orchid both have her. She's totally out of view. No other trainer knows that this is happening. People start to scream, you know, as our guest that was filming it. You don't see her, but you hear Tamaree surface. You hear her just scream out, "Somebody help me." And the way she screamed it was just such a blood-curdling, like, she knew she was going to die. Robin, when he ran over, he made a brilliant decision. He told her trainer to run and take the chain off Kasaka's gate. By taking that chain off, it would give the precursor to Orchid that Kasaka was coming in. Kasaka is more dominant than Orchid. So Orchid let her go. Her arm, it was U-shaped.
Damn.
It was compound fractured. She's very lucky to be alive, that's for sure.
$70, maybe even more, just killer whale trainer accidents, or even happened prior to me being actually hired at SeaWorld, and I knew about none of them.
I've seen animals come out of trainers. I've seen people get slammed. The whales, maybe they're just playing or they're upset for a second.
Alright, man, last stretch.
Get in there.
Just got the hand left.
Back on the horse.
Well, that's it?
And you dive back in the water and we've got other people that can replace you, and you came a long way. You sure you want that?
That's dope.
That's a lot
Fucking love that, dude. The two hands, like.
Is recovering today after a terrifying ordeal in front of a horrified audience.
The final channel. And,
For some reason, the whale just took a different approach to what it was going to do with a very senior, very experienced trainer,
Right.
Dan Peters, and
You
dragged
can go
him
ahead
to the
and eat
bottom
that other
and held him in the bottom.
pirate's booty or the fruit snacks and stuff.
Let him go,
Give you a
picked
little
him
boost
up,
to the end.
took him down again.
Need some water is what I need.
That too.
And these periods
Make sure
usually
you can still work.
pretty close to the mark. Minute 20. When he was at the surface, he didn't panic, he didn't crash and scream. Maybe he's just built that way, but he stroked the whale. And the whale let go of one foot and grabbed the other.
Oh hell no.
Desperate.
That's a pretty deep pool. And he took him right down. I think that's to 2 atmospheres of pressure. Apparently, Mr. Peters is an experienced scuba diver, and knowledge probably contributed to how he was able to be hauled down there that quickly and stay calm and know what to do. He knew what he was doing, because when you can see him actually in the film, the depth is so good, you can see him ventilating. You can see him ventilating really hard. So he knows about swimming and diving and being underwater. He may have been assuming he was going under again. But he walked away unimpressed by his calm demeanor during that whole affair.
I'd be dead.
Same.
Dead.
Same.
I'd be scared shitless.
That.
Yep. That guy.
He knows what he's talking about.
I'd come up and be like, ah, fucking kill it.
Somebody give me a
Right?
Near the end. Presumably, Ken Peters had a relationship with this guy. Maybe he did. Maybe that's what saved him, but Peters got the whale to let him go. And they strung a net across.
I was like, just remember this.
I let
And Ken Peters pulled himself over the float line and swam like a demon to a slide out because the whale was coming right behind him. The whale jumped over it and came right after him. He tried to stand up and run across it. His feet were damaged and he just fell and he scrambled. And they take this as a prime example of their training working. And, they say, well, you got to stand back and stay calm, and that did work. They claim this is a victory of how they do business. And maybe so, but it can also be interpreted as a hair's breadth away from another fatality.
Hi, Shamu. Hi, everybody. We're the Johnsons from Detroit, Michigan.
We sure had a great time when we visited SeaWorld. It's one of our favorite places.
Yeah, I like the part where Shamu gets everybody wet.
When whales get close to the glass and start kicking up the water, the whale over here is gone.
Orange County Sheriff's deputies have identified a 27-year-old man found dead in a killer whale's tank at SeaWorld. The victim is Daniel P. Dukes from South Carolina. Dukes was found yesterday draped over the back of Tillicum, the largest orca held in captivity.
Well, all I know is the public relations version of it. He was a young man that had been arrested not long before he snuck into SeaWorld. Maybe he climbed the barbed wire fence around the perimeter and stayed after hours.
Take your time.
Perfect story.
Stretch it out.
A mentally disturbed guy hides in the park after hours and strips his clothes off and decides he wants to have a magical experience with an orca and drowns because he became hypothermic. Right, so that's the storyline, and none of us were there to know the difference.
He was not detected by the night watch trainers who were presumably at that station.
There are cameras all over SeaWorld. There are cameras all over the back of Shamu Stadium, pointing every which way. There are underwater cameras. I find it hard to believe that nobody knew until the morning that there was a body in there. They have a night watch trainer every night. That person didn't hear any splashing or screaming I just find that really suspicious.
One of the employees, I don't know if it was a physical therapist or somebody, was coming in the morning, and there was Tillicum, with a dead naked guy on his back, kind of parading him around the back pool. The public relations spin on this was that he was kind of a drifter and died of hypothermia, but the medical examiner reports were more graphic than that. For example, Tillicum stripped him, bit off his genitals. There was bite marks all over his body.
Now, whether that was post-death or pre-death, I don't know. But all I can comment on is that the guy definitely jumped in the wrong pool.
Well, shit.
Definitely jumped in the wrong pool.
You think so?
So why keep Tillicum there? This guy, he's proven track record of killing people. He's clearly a liability to the institution. why keep him around? Well, it's quite simple to answer, and that is that his semen is worth a lot of money.
Over the years, Tilikum has been one of the main breeding whales at SeaWorld.
Oh, that's weird.
It's brilliant because they can inseminate way more female whales.
Be jerking off that whale.
It's a very weird thing to walk back in the
Yeah. And there's footage.
And a reputable breeding program.
I feel like they should be blurring that.
Certainly would not breed an animal that is so
That's the extra
history of
fat in the
aggression
Yeah.
towards humans. Imagine if you had a pit bull who had killed, I mean, that animal would have likely been put down, but in the entire SeaWorld collection, it's like 54% of the whales in SeaWorld's collection now have Tilikum's genes.
Jesus Christ.
You missed it. The same whale. They were just talking about how, so that same guy who died, they were like, oh, they tried to say, like, oh, the guy drowned in the pool, but when the coroner got to it, he was like, oh, you know, he stripped him naked, he ripped off his genitals. Yeah.
He was like,
the whale knew what he was doing.
Was a hazard,
fucking toying with him.
in the water.
Yep.
And you have to understand that none of the other killer whales in SeaWorld or in that system are that way. First of all, I can't speak with with specificity about Laurel Park. I wasn't there. In fact, I know very little about it. Probably.
Is this the SeaWorld PR guy?
Knows.
I can't speak to that.
I don't know what happened.
I wasn't there. If I didn't see it, it didn't happen.
I signed an NDA.
I like my job, so
Home stretch. That's a lot of blood. But it'll be worth it. When we get ready to leave, we'll get you some ibuprofen. Get to live your life. Some snacks. Well, not snacks, but whatever dinner might be.
What's still open around here?
McDonald's.
I told you.
Damn, that's good.
I told you. When in doubt, McDonald's will be that beacon of light in the middle of the night. Whether or not it will ruin your stomach, questionable.
Whenever I get tattooed, I don't know why. Every time I get tattooed afterwards, I crave McDonald's fries like nothing.
Yeah.
It's
It's
in
like-
the Canary Islands, which is an autonomous region of Spain.
But it's like, you get them hot though?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And when SeaWorld sent the orcas to Little Burke, everybody was always questioning, like, how did they make that leap to send 4 young orcas to a park off the west coast of Africa with trainers who, a lot of them, have never been around orcas before.
Oh, that's good.
How the fuck did
Nothing
they get
was
them
ready.
there?
The venue wasn't ready. It wasn't ready for the orcas. It wasn't ready for a show.
Jesus Christ.
The owner of the park didn't want to lose revenue by shutting down the pools and repairing them. So for 3 years, the animals ate the pools, and for 3 years, the animals had problems with their teeth, with their stomachs. So that's the reason why these animals are enduring the endoscope procedures.
Enduring.
Those are still SeaWorld's animals, and they are responsible for those animals.
I see your point. I don't know how they.
Right.
Like their lawyers must be fucking.
Water Park doesn't have a good
They're worth their
reputation.
money.
The fucking PR team. Like, how do you turn that corner?
Reputation of places, and Water Park does not have a good reputation.
They probably buried the documentary.
Did not go through the same regimen.
I mean,
the
I
same
looked it
training
up
to go
after
through.
a while, because somebody and I were talking about it at work,
Alexis really was
and
the
they
best
still do
trainer.
like
And I did say,
shows,
you're the only trainer
as
there
they call it. Let me go back and
that-
look this up.
that can hold its own with a SeaWorld trainer. And I said, but you need to be careful.
Se quejaba de eso, de estar cansado, y yo pues le intentaba quitar un poco de importancia y le decía, pues todo el mundo se cansa en el trabajo, es normal. Pues esa noche me dijo, ya, pero mi trabajo es físico y yo tengo que estar bien porque yo me juego la vida cada día. Si yo no estoy bien, ¿quién te dice que mañana en un despiste o por cualquier cosa no me pase algo? Y eso me dijo la noche anterior al ataque.
Yeah, they still have like orcas and dolphins and stuff. I feel like, when did this come out?
It was the best trainer who lost his leg.
2016 or something.
Oh, really?
Me sonó el teléfono,
It was
me
fairly
habló
recent.
Díaz, el supervisor, el jefe de Alex, me dijo, no, Estefanía, Alex tuvo un incidente sin importancia con una orca. Él está bien.
Yeah, they still do like underwater viewing, close-up tours. Like they have dining right next to the orcas.
They still have them. They probably just don't do these fucking shows anymore.
Yeah, I would hope not, because that.
Con sus abogados, y lo que nos dijeron fue, no pudimos
Oh
hacer
man.
nada. No
Ready to
pudimos
finish this
hacer
fucking
nada.
thing?
Let's get going.
Me
I
dijo
apologize
que
for bleeding
quería, pasar.
You bastard. You're the first person to ever bleed here.
I don't even see where it's coming from, though. That's the thing.
It's coming from everywhere.
Really?
You're gonna have a very, very juicy recovery term.
Mm-hmm. I might just. I'm not even gonna put derm on you tonight. I'm just gonna wrap you up.
Okay.
I'm just gonna have to take it off tomorrow. So I'll wrap you up and I'll put it on you tomorrow when you come in.
Okay. Easy enough. That should at least help a lot of that kind of settle out.
Yeah. After the first night, the oozing isn't really oozing anymore. Yeah. And it's not even your sheets; it's the hotel sheets. So who gives a shit?
Hey man,
I said that the last time.
Well, cause that was the thing. I was like, I didn't want it to be an instance of like, I've got like plasma and sadness all over these people's sheets, and they're like, I'm gonna need to charge you for that.
Do you realize how much fucking bleach those things probably get hit with?
I would hope so.
Those things probably get hit with more bleach than water.
Hey man, I'm not the housekeeper, so I don't know. I just don't want anybody hooting and hollering at me. It's like, sorry, I ain't like.
I mean, the amount of just sheer jizz that they probably have to deal with.
Also true.
It's like
Those
they're
were
used to it.
SeaWorld's whales. They were trained using SeaWorld's techniques. And their training was being supervised at the time of the fatal accident by one who was seen training from San Diego.
You know what San Diego means, right? A whale's vagina. Pretty sure it means Saint Diego. No.
I would not have wanted that fucking legal case. That would have been trash to go through.
As trainers, we never forget Shamu's true potential.
Oh my fucking.
That's why all of our interactions are very
You fucking ready for Goku tomorrow, man?
Oh my god. I'm so glad I drew that last night. You know? I never do that.
Me neither.
It feels so nice when you draw things.
especially our waterwork interactions.
Fucking can't. I just can't bring myself to do it most of the time. I got that like fucking ADHD where like I need the pressure of it coming up to do it.
It's the bane of my existence. You know, in school it was the same way.
Yeah. Like I always get my shit done.
But Goku, like, I was so motivated.
Yeah. If you're psyched about it, like I usually don't. I don't draw till the night before, morning of. But like I'm always thinking about it, like a week at a
You're
time.
thinking about it in your back of your brain. It's just
It's hard. Set up to do a dine with Shamu performance with Dawn.
yeah, like I got home at like 10. I ate in the car. And then I drew till like 3 in the morning.
Did you get fucking Burger King last night?
2.
Oh yeah, bro.
I haven't had Burger King in a minute. It's been a long time.
You know,
That guy was trying to say that it was unhealthy because it was the Impossible Whopper.
yeah, dude, yeah.
All the ingredients. I'm like, dude.
You could put a salad in front of that dude and he'd find something like wrong with it.
Pesticides.
It's like hyper healthy.
There seemed to be a point in the section.
To keep that dude alive,
South, so to speak. And
I bet lives have been lost.
Probably.
I like hand-picked. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Just eat it.
Some people, don't get me wrong, I think it's good to think about what you put in your own body, but not to
Exactly.
that degree.
Exactly.
Not to that degree. It's like, dude, relax. It's not gonna kill you. Imagine if somebody gave this
Mexicans
guy
are
like a donut.
pissing on your spinach, dude, as they're picking it up. Oh, you're gonna pay me $3 an hour? Here you go. Here's your E. coli. It's like, dude,
Oh yeah.
that's what people get. I mean, sometimes, man, we're talking about mishandling food and stuff, but you get a strong stomach from that stuff. You know?
Yeah, man.
Go to another country, I'll mess you up.
That's true.
What bacteria are around here?
Yeah, some places you really can't. You really have to be real selective about where you eat.
My gut can't handle this.
Yeah, it's like you spend half your vacation on the toilet. You gotta be careful, but...
And some people adjust quickly. I feel like my girlfriend would adjust so quickly to that because she eats like expired food.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she'll eat like... It's still good. She's like, maybe she's right? Who knows?
Yeah, there's like a bit of wiggle room.
Depends on what it is.
Exactly. Like some stuff, like I've seen people like certain canned foods, depending on how far out. I've seen people do that, but there are people like, man.
Like if something's like a day or even a couple days over, I'm like, it's fine.
Right?
You 6 months to a year.
You're clear.
One time I ate like 3-year-old pizza, dude.
Nope.
Oh,
I was so sick. Just one bite.
That'll do it.
I thought it was, you know the things you think it's a day old?
Yep.
Fuck my life right now.
That's why you gotta clean out your fridge, clean out your freezer, clean out your pantry, because...
It was 3 days. That thing was crap. Especially vegetables. Vegetables go fast.
Yeah. If you're not gonna use it,
veggies,
freeze it.
Rice.
Yep.
White rice.
There's been an accident at Florida Park and a trainer was killed. Hearing that it was gone, I couldn't believe it. I just remember saying to myself, not gone, can't be gone.
Another one died? How many trainers have this seen?
I've lost
I
count.
mean, they said it was from like the 1970s up. It was like over 70 people.
70 more.
Yeah, like either
Or
severely
killed.
injured or, yeah, or killed, yeah.
It was a training accident.
Yeah, they're always like, oh, it's a trainer error.
Trainer, yeah, right.
They don't want to put it on the whales so people can like get rid of the whales.
Yeah, because they spend millions of dollars on that whale.
I cannot fathom the reason.
What's that fucking Bill Burr had a bit where he's just like, these fucking whales just killing people and they're moving them around like Catholic priests. They just move them to a different fucking park.
Case filing one hand, and I've got Don Bradshaw and the other, and almost to the day 20 years apart. And looking at these two things, my only answer is nothing. In fact, it's not a damn thing. They're not only a damn thing for something like that to happen 20 years apart.
It's like, we should just not have the whales trapped at SeaWorld.
Conversely.
That first SeaWorld reported that a trainer slipped and fell in the water and was drowned. So that was the first report.
One of the eyewitness accounts disputed that they had to go back in their huddle and say, wait, we got to continue the plane.
Tonight, SeaWorld has confirmed the killer whale pulled a woman into the water and didn't fall into the tank as the sheriff's department initially reported.
But think about that. Think about that fucking headline. And the fact that you're supposed to be shocked. Killer whale. Killed somebody.
And then they're saying like, oh, the person drowned. I'm like, I think it was a prerequisite that if you are going to take this job, that you know how to swim.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's like a basic qualification.
On the job training.
Can you imagine? It's like we're gonna teach you how to swim, but like with the whales.
Yeah. That's the other fucked up thing. They're just like, it's trainer error. She fucked up. I'm like, well, yeah. Well, she's dead, so like, she can't say anything about it. Like,
yeah, she has no way to dispute this.
Right.
The ponytail, in all likelihood, is just a tail.
Brush it under the rug, man. Next trainer.
Exactly. Like when one of the girls was like, "Oh, I found out that there was like 30 different accounts of like deaths and severe injuries," and that was like a few.
Before I started.
Exactly, and I'm like, the second I found that out, I'm like, I'm gonna go work at something else. Like, I will work literally anywhere else.
Give me the 10. Give me the minimum.
Right? I'll work minimum wage if it means not having to fight for my life against like an animal that
nature's
was
killing machine.
Yeah.
Seriously, something that was thousands of pounds.
And then it's pissed off with taking the baby.
The industry has a vested interest in spinning it so that the animals continue to appear like cuddly teddy bears or completely safe. You know, it sells a lot of shampoo dolls. It sells a lot of tickets every day, and that's the storyline that they're going to continue to stick with for as long as they can.
where's it going?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I know, right?
I fucking love doing calves, man.
It's the best.
It feels like a day off when you get to tattoo a calf.
So nice.
They want to prove the theorem that captivity makes animals crazy, and that is just false.
All whales in captivity have a bad life. They're all emotionally destroyed.
They're
all
abused, man.
traumatized. So they are ticking time bombs. It's not just telephone.
We have to separate what happened at Dawn, and as tragic as it is, no one wants to ever see it happen again. Can SeaWorld create an environment where it never happens again? Yes, I absolutely believe they can. What if there were?
You don't need entertainment looking at whales jump around in a fucking fish tank. Just watch some animals.
There probably is some kind of water-based one.
I know there was
Thinking that
a manga that was recommended to me where magical world, all that kind of shit, and they're at a magical academy, everyone is going through and they're summoning their familiars, and this girl summons like a level like 800 fucking great white shark.
Oh, I've seen that. Okay.
And the great white shark proceeds to kill all of the other familiars.
Hell yeah. I mean, that's kind of fucked up for everybody else, but like, alright, when you kind of secretly be like, hell yeah, my fucking familiar is a badass shark.
There's something wrong in that. When you have a relationship with the animal and you understand that he's killing not to be a savage. He's not killing because he's just crazy. He's not killing because he doesn't know. He's killing because he's frustrated and he's got.
He's killing because he is a killer whale.
Almost like we shouldn't take these giant animals and put them in a fucking, aquarium.
This is just like fucking Jurassic Park thing. It's the same.
It's literally
Jurassic Park.
Yep.
It's the same exact thing. Greedy bastards that don't give a fuck about other people or animals or whales.
Dude, so I fucking recently, and by recently I mean like 2 years ago, I read the fucking book Jurassic Park.
Oh, dude, it's fucked.
It's fucked.
It's so much worse than the movie.
They eat a baby.
Yep.
And fucking the dude, the old dude,
is the most shiesty motherfucker in
he's
the entire
he's the
book.
villain.
Like,
They made him so like likable in the movie and the fucking book.
Blame it on fucking what's his name, Ned. the computer guy.
His son, yeah.
And it's like, no, it was.
Well, who made that movie? Universal?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, theme park.
Yeah, because it's at
Get the
Universal.
correlation. Theme park.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, bro.
Fucking.
Yeah, Universal should let
Theme
those
parks are a
dinosaurs
good
go.
idea.
Release the dinosaurs. I know they got them in there. I've
That's
been
what I
on
like
the
about
ride.
the movies
I've
after.
seen them. I've seen them.
I like the movies after where the animals are just escaping and fucking people up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fucking Lost World shits. You think about how long dinosaurs were around before us? Like millions and millions and millions of years.
60, no, way more than the shark.
Repeatedly declined to be interviewed for this film.
It's because if they look any of this stuff that they
Good.
Dinosaurs were here before Jesus, okay?
Oh yeah, bro.
like oh look at this sad little just womp.
SeaWorld has appealed.
Yes,
Of course.
they must let us kill more people.
The millions of lawyers they got.
They must pay those lawyers fucking bank.
They got Donald Trump lawyers, man.
They got that good, right? Because it's,
they're just
Actually, I don't know if they
paperwork.
want his lawyers. They fucking abandoned him.
oh yeah, they threw him under the bus, but still, like these high-profile type of lawyers that are just gonna bury you in paperwork.
Exactly, and the case will never get anywhere.
Nope.
Yeah.
She fulfilled her life.
You're so preoccupied with whether or not you could, you didn't stop to think if you should.
That.
That's a Nick Goldblum line, isn't it?
Sure is.
I love the fact that they brought him back for the Jurassic World series.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that. I only saw the first one of those.
Yeah, he shows up in, I think, the end of the second one. And I think he's there in part of the third one.
Wait, so is the new Jurassic World like canon with the old
I have no idea.
90s one? It
Yes,
must be,
I
right?
think it actually is. Because they comment on Hammond.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it open ending like that, like you guys said, because even if it wraps around, like that shit's gonna be mint.
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, bro.
Like if it wraps, it doesn't matter.
That's fine, you know?
You know?
As long as his
Make
fucking...
him the focal point and then have
Yeah.
the Kamehameha.
As long as his face is on the flat of his calf, everything else is whatever.
It might look better that way instead of keeping him small.
Yeah, no, make it
That's
big.
what I've learned from Gion, like fucking big shit. Just have that wrap around. And fade it out. Bloodline that. You don't even see that line.
Nope.
I like that the hair's like flying like that.
Yeah, that like
That it's
motion.
not the normal hair, you know?
Yeah, it gives it motion. Makes it a little more
Yeah.
dynamic.
Like he's actually flying.
Whatever happened to the flying Nimbus?
I want to do the flying.
Everyone learned how to fly, so they just
Yeah.
parked it in the garage.
That
and forgot
poor,
it was there.
that poor fucking cloud.
Well, there was also the requirement that you have to be like pure of heart in order to
Fly the Nimbus?
Right.
in order to ride on it.
I mean, when you.
Yeah, and then Goku became a shitty dad and couldn't ride it anymore.
I was gonna say, when
because-
you abandon your son, the
Yeah.
Nimbus Cloud's like, nah, sorry.
That's why he learned to fly and then learned fucking instant transmission. Just I don't need that shit anymore.
Yeah.
I can just teleport. Fuck it.
Toss that shit to the side.
Goku's
Yep.
always getting into shenanigans.
He abandoned that cloud like he
That
abandoned
super
his
is so
son.
funny.
They have all kinds of. I'm trying to
Because they
remember.
can't control, he has no filter. And he says the most random shit.
This is true.
To characters that can like go like this and the universe is gone.
Goku does love to be reckless.
He doesn't give a fuck. He's just like talks to him. That's the whole Super's all about that. Like how shut the fuck up, Goku.
Oh man, forgot to tell you, we were talking about it earlier. Fucking, there's a thing now called One Piece.
Yeah.
Where they condensed all of One Piece, so like every arc is like a couple hour movie.
Shit, no way.
Yeah, so you can like blast through the whole series in like no time.
I'm gonna do that shit.
Yeah.
Right?
It's they did the math and it said it saved you 137 hours of watching time.
That's awesome, dude. All the fillers are like.
I think they even have stuff that's up to date for like Wano and shit too.
Yeah, well the video of it I was watching was the Wano arc.
Oh, was it?
And they did like a side by side of like the episodes playing, and like they just cut out a bunch of like random filler shit like going on. Like, you know those points where like people are just like screaming and powering up for like 20 minutes? They just like cut that shit short. Like
it just kind of shows everybody else reacting to it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
So yeah, whoever is